Whenever we do a CAR, or a controlled articular rotation, of any joint that we're practicing with, there's two principles that we need to carry suit with as we are doing the movement. One is maintaining a stable base. I like to use the 20% stable base as our metric and to keep in our head as we're doing so. So act as if your feet are a base of a tree and you're maintaining a strong stable base with about 20%. 100% would be clenching down, trying to be as stable as possible. 20% is just keeping that feet in the ground, stable as you can for about 20% of the way. Second principle is whenever we're moving the joint in space, we want to act as if we're moving through 30% denser than air. So for the shoulder example, if I had negative density in the air, I would just whip around. 30% density is just a little bit thicker than air, where it feels like I'm going against a little bit of resistance. So let's keep these two principles in mind and apply it to any joint as we move through. Okay, we're going to be discussing the glenohumeral joint. This is the second shoulder joint that we're more accommodated with in daily life. It helps us grab things above, reach things behind us, or even just side raise our arm. But the big thing with this joint in this controlled articular rotation is that we want to avoid swaying our body and trunk while we move our shoulder. Typically that's seen with moving our neck forward or rotating our body side to side while we do so. So as we go through this CAR, let's definitely avoid that by keeping our stable base of roughly 20% and moving through that density of roughly 30% denser than air. Okay, so we're going to start with the palm up in this position, and we're going to start with the right arm. Palm's going to be up, and we're going to trace the midline of our body as we go into shoulder flexion. As we go as far as we can into flexion, we're going to hit that stopping point where essentially you cannot move any farther. That's where we're going to rotate our hand and rotate our palm facing laterally to us. Once we reach that max flexion point, we're going to go into extension, trying to reach as far behind us as you can, as if you had a wall sitting next to you. Continuing to rotate that hand so that the palm's facing behind you and now to the side. That's half the rep. To finish the rep, we're going to go into extension as far as we can. We're going to pause and rotate the hand to our palm is facing upward and continue driving that motion as we come all the way up into flexion. And then tracing our body in front of us and back to the starting position. Notice there is no sway in motion going side to side or forward to back while doing so.